BMX. It's a form of art, a form of expression. It's how you feel. It's like music. I'm Kevin Peraza. Super stoked to be a part of the Swatch Pro team.
To get away from it.
Hello and welcome back. Of course, you found your way to the only place to be this weekend. It is Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. My name's Seb Hayner and I'm going to be taking you through the action as it unfolds, and there is a lot of action. But I'm not going to be doing this alone. No, I'm joined by BMX royalty, one of my heroes if I'm honest. It is, of course, Mr. Chris Doyle. How you doing, sir?
Just super excited to be here with you, Seb. As two lifelong BMXers, what better place to be than to have front row seats to some of the best BMX riding to take place all year long. This is going to be a lot of fun.
And we have already had a lot of fun, right? So we've already had the sourcebmx Plaza session, and then yesterday saw, what was we on? The Swatch Beach Jam Best Trick. Swatch Beach Jam Best Trick. And it just went off. That was like next level yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, and the whole vibe of on the beach, a lot of spectators who were just like passing by, who got a nice place right along the water there. The sun was shining, there was low wind, it was great weather, and the riders were absolutely going off. I mean, same with the Plaza too. The Plaza went off, and we're on day 3. We have another day after this, believe it or not, but it seems like every day the action has gotten more and more exciting, and
that's right.
I can't reiterate enough. This has been so much fun,
and we really appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you very, very much for that. And whether you're familiar with this or not, I'm not sure, but it's not like any other BMX competition. As a man who is basically you're well decorated in BMX competitions, you've been to many across the world, and I've been lucky enough to host many BMX competitions, but this one is different, right?
Absolutely. This brings a team element to BMX competition. It's not something that we traditionally see, especially throughout the year when there is a lot of strict competitions out there. This is a little bit more loose. It's all about riding with your friends and pushing each other to do the best runs, the best tricks that you can possibly do. And of course, they are actually competing here, so they do want to win the coveted 2025.
Oh yeah, come on, bring it up.
Watch your eyes, Seb. They're trying to win this trophy right here. So they are competing, but they are having a lot of fun too. It's a team sport this weekend. It's going to be, stay tuned in. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you're not familiar with it, where have you been? Why have you not seen Swatch Battle of Hastings before? But if you've never seen it before and you're not familiar with the format, we've created a little VT for you so we can explain it all. Here you go. So there we have it. That's the competition format throughout the weekend. And I'm sure you're all familiar with it as it is. And we've been seeing the comments coming in. So keep those comments coming through because Chris and I are going to be reading those out every so often. But somebody just said, can we see the leaderboard? I don't know what the leaderboard's at. Here it is.
Yeah, I mean, we got Team Jack Clark in first place by a very narrow margin right now.
1 point, yeah.
Leading Team Peraza, a.k.a. the Avengers. And then, of course, you got Team Jordan Godwin rounding out the top three right now. But we still have two more things to go. We have the park session and we have best tricks. So a lot can shake up in this leaderboard right now. What I'm surprised about is to see Team Watts down there. I thought that they had a little bit better showing than what is shown here, especially from Nyquist, who did the no-footed can-can bar spin to 540 double bar spin. And like, I thought I would have put that up a little bit higher, but I'm going to sound like a broken record here in that I'm not a judge, and I'm thankful for that. So
too right.
The judges know what it is they're talking about.
For me, though, yesterday, Nyquist got MVP, you know, like to be, you know, he's kind of, let's say, older age in life, similar age to the both of us, and to be learning new tricks that he's never done before.
He also did the 720 suicide no-hander on that box jump. It's funny, that's what he talked about the most, but like he said he had never done it before. And so a lot of NBDs going down yesterday.
He was genuinely pretty emotional about that last night.
We had a nice emotional talk yesterday, for sure.
We did. And of course, the Monster Park sessions. This is the format. So 16 riders, but only 2 riders per team are allowed out there.
Yeah, so they take both team riders are added for their score, so both riders have to put on. They can't just lean on one or the other. So it's going to be interesting. They only get 2 runs on the course, and then max team score of 200 points. Teams ranked from 1 to 8. This is where things could really shake up because, believe it or not, we have a lot of competitors that have gotten hurt already. So we have people that are getting subbed in. So it's gonna add like an interesting dynamic to today's park session.
That's right, because we had a few injuries yesterday. But as you just explained there as well, yesterday we had 2 riders on the Swatch Beach Jam Best Trick, but only the higher scoring counted to the scoreboard. But today, both riders have got to perform, you know? Yeah,
everyone's got to show up today. And like I said, we had some injuries. So you'll see on this list here, we have Team Jack Clark, who's stayed intact so far. You got Justin Dowell, the Olympian, Jack himself, who earned his spot to be a captain here. Then we go down to Team Hedrickk. We have R.E.A. Levinson, a newcomer to the UK, a newcomer to competition. And Tom Russell has been subbed in to help the team out because unfortunately we had an injury yesterday, and
that's right. And then the same happened in Trey Jones' team as well. You got Kaz Campbell, and if you're going to have 2 people that you want to sub in, Tom Russell, Kaz Campbell are good sub-ins, and then of course Trey going himself. Then Team Peraza. I mean, look at that. Boyd Hill, that Logan Martin. You're kidding me?
Yeah. Not a bad thing when you have the Olympic gold medalists going over to Heat 2, Team Prangenberg, Paul Tolen and Felix himself. They have some ground to make up, so hopefully they can show up in the bowl today. And then there's Team Watts, Ryan Nyquist, Jason Watts. No strangers to BMX competition. They've won a lot of their own BMX contests.
Too right. And then on Godwin, we've got Alex Donachie and Rim Nakamura, of course. And that's what's interesting about this park session, the Monster Park session, is you've got the street side of the course and you've got the more park kind of bowl side of the course. So That's strong, having a street rider there and, of course, Rim. Then we go on to Team Dove. You know, Josh Dove, he's not used to being in position 4. He's used to being at the top of the table, you know?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. Getting a look right here at our judges.
Now, if you're going to bring in the best riders in the world and throw them on one of the most unique parks in the world, you got to have the best judges in the world.
Absolutely. We got Christy Hughes from right here in the UK, Ruben Alcantara. We have Dave Cleworth, a.k.a. Hank, who's judged a lot of international competitions. And, of course, John Van der Verhoeven, who has put out maybe some of the heaviest video parts of the last 25 years of BMX.
Yeah, too right. And style has got to be at the top of that list. Style has got to be at the top of that list. Is Ruben is on there, you know what I mean?
You got to have the style, you got to have the tricks, you got to have the full package here. We said there's 2 different sides of the course. I always liked the guys that could ride a little bit of everything.
Exactly. Now, we're going to have a little look at the course. Every year they try and mix it up a little bit. And our man, Ike Dooley, is going to give us a course preview. Now, big shout out to Ike, because Ike, he's always got the throttle open. He always goes fast. And he took a hard spill the other day. He's at home. He's doing well. Ike, we love you, bro. Stay strong. You're good. So welcome back in. There's the course. There's the men on the microphones. The 2 men that matter down there, keeping the crowd hyped, of course, Daryl Now and Andy Zeiss, 2 of the biggest legends in the business. They'll be getting that crowd hyped in that room, and it is a cauldron of energy in there, isn't it?
It is something else to be in there. So much energy, so much positivity. The crowd is into it. And Daryl and Andy certainly have quite the job to keep everyone amped. But I can tell you, as a person that's ridden at contests where both Andy and Daryl are commentating, you hear their voices and you're like, oh, that's when you know it's about to be on.
Yeah, 2 right. They're 2 of the finest in there. And now we're going to get, very soon, the finest riders on the course as well. Heat 1, Team Clark, Justin Dow, and the man himself, Jack Clark. two big park hitters there.
Yeah, and I said it before, Jack Clark earned his captaincy here to be a part of Swatch Battle of Hastings. So he earned this. He had to, qualify for it. Exactly. He wasn't just an invite. So he earned a spot here, but he chose at the last minute Justin Dowell, who's an Olympian.
Yeah.
Someone that is no stranger to competition. And it's fun to watch a guy that usually does the bigger traditional park contests compete at a core contest like this. So it's really cool to see guys like Justin Dowell and Logan Martin, who we'll see later.
And that's what I love, is the diversity of the riders that you get in here. We're going to have street riders as well, throwing down on the street side of the course. But also, it's interesting because you get these park riders sometimes, and this is I'm not dissing them, but sometimes I call them like a pull back and go rider. Like, you can point them at any transition and they will do any trick. However, a place where it needs some like really unique lines, that's where the likes of like Watts and Dove really come into their own. They might not have all the same tricks as some of the park riders, but they got the lines.
Yeah, we're getting a look at our judges right here. Christy Hughes, Ruben Alcantara, Van Homan, and Dave Cleworth. No easy job to be judging these riders, because like you said, it is based on creativity. It's not all like the biggest, baddest tricks. You got to have the lines in the bowls as well as some tricks thrown in, and it's really about overall impression.
But those guys are going to be looking for the style as well. They know the big tricks, and they know how difficult those big tricks are, but they also look for the line and the style as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not always about what you're doing, it's about how you're doing it.
How you're doing it, exactly. And keep your comments coming in as well, because we're going to be looking at the comments as we go. Keep the comments nice. There's enough hate in this world, isn't there? We don't need it. So keep it all nice. Somebody was saying, what did they say earlier?
We got a comment from Steve Woodward, who's a badass out of San Diego, California. A heavy inspiration to so many riders like myself, like Dennis Enerson. I mean, Steve's a legend. Happy to have you tuning in today, Steve.
So somebody's saying, do all 3 runs count? No, it's basically they have 3 runs of 50 seconds, and the 2 highest scoring runs are the ones that count. But both riders do count. So yesterday it was a different format. It was the highest scoring rider. That would be the one that went onto the board. But today it's all about both riders needing to perform. So the pressure on both riders. So do keep on these comments. We love seeing the comments come in, especially the really positive ones, giving the love to people. We love that.
Yeah, and an important thing you gotta notice here, like everyone here is a BMXer. I mean, you look, there's Daryl, there's Andy, there's me, there's you. Like, we're all, every photographer and filmer you see back there, this is a core event put on by BMXers for BMXers. You look at Mark and Rich and Creasy, the guys that really, allow us to be here. So, if you're watching at home, support these brands that allow us to do things like this. You support these brands, you support our community. It allows us to put on events like Swatch Battle of Hastings.
Exactly. It's worth giving the sponsors a shout out there. Of course, it is Swatch Battle of Hastings, but it's also Marshall hugely helping us out. We've got Vans, Monster Energy, BSD, Cinema, Fiend, Haro, King BMX, Odyssey, Profile, Shadow, Subrosa, and We the People. And there's Andy and Daryl doing their thing and getting the crowd hyped. You said about Jack earning his position here. I was doing the qualifier commentating and saw Jack's run go down, and he really did earn and deserve his place at the Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, it's certainly no fluke to why he's here, but dropping in for Team Clark, we got Mr. Justin Dowell starting things off.
Yeah, Spencer Wings on that 3-tuck on the Volcano coming back in. This is where they build up a bit of speed. Oh yeah, straight up bars into the wall.
It's got to be nerve-wracking being the first one to drop at such an event.
Especially when you were only called to the event like 3 days before you got here,
Yeah, but he's hanging in there. I mean, he's got a good run going on. He's been very consistent. I mean, I've said it before, he's an Olympian, so he's kind of used to having to do things on command.
Oh, look at that. That is, if you ever jump from that bowl to bowl, it's not easy to jump just straight up, let alone flip bars over it. How bit of you in that one, Doyle.
Showing you that 3 look back on the spine, similar to the Ben Wallace, who was here a few years ago.
Oh, yeah. One of the best to do it. And there you go. He's 50 seconds up. That was a good run. And when I spoke to him last night, he was like, I can't believe I'm going in first, you know.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
So it can be a blessing, it can be a curse. Some people love it, some people hate it. I don't know what Justin's stance on it, but it sounds like he was pretty nervous to be the one to set off our park session.
Yeah, you're right. As you said, we've got some of the best BMX filmers, photographers, brands, media, you name it. They're all down there doing their thing. And now Jack, the man who earned his place at the Swatch Battle of Hastings, qualifier. He knows a line or two, this man. And I always say about Jack, he's got such a unique style. You know, if he was silhouetted, you'd know it was Jack. A bit like we said about Nyquist yesterday as well.
Yeah, Jack Clark has almost, I don't want to say it's old school, but kind of like a mid-school style blended with like newer tricks, because we know the stuff that he can do, and certainly I don't want to call him out on anything, but like when he does a 900, it reminds me of like an old school burnt 900. He doesn't like arc it out the same way so many of the new kids do, so it's refreshing to see someone like Jack Clark do his thing.
Oh, yes.
There's that 540 with the bar spin, alley-oop flare.
Wow. Yeah, Jack's in the flow. He loves this bowl. He loves riding this place. Oh, gives it a little tweak as well. Jam in. Getting some tech stuff in there. Getting some big stuff in there. Jack, well done, man.
And let's not forget, Team Jack Clark is currently sitting in first place.
Yeah,
so
he is.
They want to hang on to that spot and not drop too far down, because if you're not in that top 5, then you don't make the finals. You don't get to ride tomorrow.
This is the last chance, you know, like you say, 2 days of action already, but this is the last chance for these riders. Of course, Monster Energy Park session, and then it's going to be Van's best trick. So much to see. Keep those comments coming in, keep them coming. Here we got Rob Hedrickk saying, let's go, Team Hedrickk.
Really looking forward to watching REA hit this bowl. A blend of old school, mid school, new school. Yeah. The truck driver over the spine right there. Suicide no-hander.
He does some of the best suicides out there. The way that front end dips and then he just scoops it back up. Again, it's a bit Nyquist. Yeah, love that tire slide and get in.
And check this out. He loves to do this opposite downside tail up right there. Sorry, I was watching a lot of practice. I kind of know what he's going to do.
Yeah. That's good.
Now, REA is kind of blending the two sides of the park together here, going 270 to Smith. Unfortunately, has to step off, wearing huge shorts out there. Took some fashion tips from the late 90s here.
Yeah.
Bar spin to fast plant. I'm sorry, bar spin to hand plant on the wall right there.
Yeah, that was a solid first run. REA killing it. All right, keep those comments coming in. I'm loving seeing these coming through. Matt Harris, yes, boss. Someone get Kaz a beer before he drops. I don't think anybody needs to get Kaz a beer. He's perfectly capable of getting himself beers. He had to pull the brakes last night when he got the call up to be riding today. He was like, oh no, I was going to party tonight. But he was like, no, I'm going to get my sensible head on.
Now we got a real treat that's going to be dropping in here soon. We got Mr. Tom Russell, who was just kind of subbed in. But he's a bit of a local here. He knows the lines, blasting that bowl corner.
Tom's got one of those styles that I just wish I could ride like that. You know, he's bike control, the style he has. Look at that. Big transfer, dipping that in with that alley. Ooh, little hot grip. Hot
did
potato.
the creepy crawler on the no-hander there.
Spreads the wings on that one, though, into the bank. That bank is so steep as well. You never really can tell how steep that is until you come and ride this place.
These guys make it look really easy, but these lines are tough. They're technical, and everything's a little bit goofy in that bowl. Nothing really lines up the way you want it to, so you got to work a little bit harder. Tom just kind of shaking it off right there. Doesn't really look like the run that he wanted, because I saw him ride in practice, and he was murdering that course. So I don't think that's exactly what he wanted. He's going to come back. He has another run, but again, he was just subbed in, so he's had about half the practice that so many of these other guys have had.
Yeah, too right. And that's what's good about this format as well. Remember that 3 runs, but the two higher scoring ones, the ones that count for your scores. So, if that one is a little bit of just a nerve settler, then that's good. Sometimes it's good to get in there, get the nerves kind of gone, and then you can settle into business.
Speaking of settling into business, right here we got Mr. Kaz Campbell dropping in. Now this guy floods my feed on social media, so I've always wanted to see him ride in person.
My goodness, yes, Kaz. I keep calling him Kaz Campbell, but he shouldn't be called Kaz Campbell now. He should be called Kaz Campbell, because he talks really Australian, because he's just spent the past year in Australia. He's come back Australian. Yeah, Kaz, typical Kaz floating style, makes everything look so effortless. Oh yeah,
downside fast plant.
Yeah, Kaz. Oh, there you go. First rider to get over into the street section. Is that just to finish it off? Hands up, smile on face, nerves done, all good.
If you're watching at home and you're like, oh, why are they waving it off early? Like, to be on the course by yourself for that long is a battle of endurance. You lose your breath so fast. It is. You truly have to be conditioned to do what these guys do. Like, it is no easy task. You're talking to a guy that I would always crap out after about 30 seconds, but they got to go even longer. But we got Mr. Trey Jones on the course right now.
No surprising he's getting like super techie on something that's not even really an obstacle.
Yeah, he took a big slam in practice too, so I'm glad he's hanging in there and out here, showing what he's got. But I think he's taking it a little bit mellow. Like I said, kind of a big slam, but some unique lines that we haven't seen yet.
And this is what he's good at. He just loves those like little awkward lines, doesn't he? He just gets stuck in there. Look at that. Yes, Trey.
He likes to pay homage to the judges too. We saw him in the Plaza session. Give a shout out to Ruben doing the rodeo grind.
Now he's coming to get stuck in the ball. He's no stranger to a bowl or two, or certainly a pool or two, right?
Yeah. Just kind of waving it off there. It was really fun to watch him do his thing. I don't know if that's exactly like what he wanted, but he did take a big slam just about like 20 minutes ago. So it's good to see that, he's still out here ripping.
He's made a strong stuff, though. Keep those comments coming in, guys. There's like Raf12 there. Hi guys, I'm Rafi, I'm 12. I brought all my friends to the event yesterday. It was awesome. Thanks for putting it on.
Yeah, that's
enough respect. All right, a little bit of calm before the next storm gets in.
I love that shot right there, because you can just see all the people that have lined up to get front row seats to some of the action.
Yeah.
And we're talking about action. We're going to have Boyd Hilder dropping in next. And this is a guy that can really blend both sides of the course well together. He can do a little bit of everything. Been on a tear this year. Edits, contests, everything. Just a footage machine.
Off on another federal trip next week as well. So he's a busy man at the moment.
180 bar to crooked grind, easy as you like.
Oh, that is not easy. Like you said, he's just as comfortable in like the bowl section as he is on the street section. Look at that. Love that.
Jeez. Bar into that curved wall.
Yeah, getting the transfer lines as well.
He's got the lines, he's got the tricks, he's got the tech. There's that foot jam on the wall.
Yes. Oh, on the downside in the pocket in the corner. Oh, no. He's going to be gutted at that. That was almost a faultless run. Like you said, mixing up the street section, mixing up the bowl section.
This is one of those contests, though. I can't guarantee this because I'm not a judge, but like the judges might not really care about that last little mess up. Like he crammed so much into that run that, are the judges going to penalize him for that? I don't know, but
in other events they would, but I'm not sure Swatch Battle of Hastings is that kind of event.
No, and we're thankful for that.
Now, if you guys have never been here, make sure you do get yourself down to Source BMX in the Source Park. And if if you've never been to Swatch Battle of Hastings before, you need to get yourself here next year because that atmosphere in that room is electric.
Yeah, and speaking of electricity, we got Mr. Logan Martin on the deck, ready to set it off. This is a guy that's competed on the world's biggest stages. He's here in Hastings, ready to do battle. Watch this. Watch him on the spine right here. Bam!
Yeah. It's a Sunday roast on that one. Yes!
Corked out 720 with a bar spin into that shallow transition.
Now he's doing these like not comfortable tricks, but he's doing some comfortable lines there, you know? But is he going to mix it up, try and get some... Yeah, there you go. There's a big transfer. Tuck no hander in. Gets into the walls. Yeah, spreads the wings on that one as well. Up and over. Oh, yeah, just a casual flip whip on the volcano. Oh, whip flare, smile on face.
I watched him do about a dozen tricks on that spine yesterday, and it was a thing of beauty. In fact, he kind of hung up a little bit on that 3 invert, whereas like yesterday, he was 3 inverting higher and landing better, and I was just like, man, like it's just easy for you.
It's funny as well, I was speaking to Logan yesterday, and you know, you just presume he's such a machine. He's won, you know, so many medals in so many different competitions, but you just presume he's just going to come here and be like, yeah, cool, I'm just going to get on with business. And he was like, dude, I'm nervous, man. It's like, are you kidding me? This is a Swatch Battle of Hastings. He was like, of course I'm nervous. I'm riding with like the biggest names in the business.
Well, this is a core event too, and like we don't traditionally see guys like him and Justin Dowell at an event like this, so they're just as nervous about being accepted into this world as we are excited to have them. So it's a funny dynamic. Like
it is,
So I feel like guys like Justin and Logan might be the more humble guys here because they feel as if they don't belong. But trust me, you guys are right where you belong. Checking out Justin Dowell with the truck driver in 360 tail whip over that spine. Now that spine is not traditional. It's a little bit weird.
It's a bit on the wonk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Getting into the wall as well, getting some lines. This guy's trying to find the speed. Yeah, that is huge, that wall ride transfer. Big flare, up and over.
Now, believe it or not, I think he's playing it a little bit safe.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, this is qualifying, but still, I think he could be doing so much more.
Truck to down whip though, just casual.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, for these guys, that's not a huge deal. That 360 with the tuck no-hander, flare with a look back. Now, he's a goofy-footed rider. Notice that left foot is forward and he's spinning into it, so a lot of things might look opposite, but indeed they are regular for him.
He looks happy with that run though. That's a solid second run done. As I said, that first one, he probably settled the nerves on that one. He relaxed into it a little bit more, but he's certainly not firing on all cylinders yet though. You know, like you said, he's playing it safe, playing it easy, but it's kind of important to get, you know, points on the board at this stage. Like, this is their last chance. This and the Van's best trick is their last chance to get points on the board.
Yeah, they want to hang on to that first place position that they're in. Let's see what Mr. Jack Clark is going to bring to the table. But like you said, I think Justin played it safe, got 2 good runs in the bank, and
sometimes that's the safe thing to do though, you know, you just get some points on the board first, settle the nerves, and then get stuck into business. Jack lost a bit of speed on that, but then just drops the back end and gives it a bit of steeze. Goes back the other way. Classic Jack over the shoulder on that one. Ooh, he's taking a bit of sting out of it here.
He's had a rocky start so far, Seb.
Backing across. I would say this is not going the way that he fully wants it to go, but that's not to say it's still not a killer run. Yeah, Jack. But I don't think it's the run he wanted to put down. I wouldn't say it's the run that he wanted to put down, but not taking any props away from him.
When you're in a competition and your first 1 or 2 tricks don't go the way you want them to, it can really take the wind out of your sails. It can be really difficult to recover from that. So I think we see it right there with Jack Clark. He missed those first 2 tricks that he wanted to do. We saw him try to go to the wall, do the 270 table, didn't get the snap that he wanted.
Yeah.
And from there, you miss a beat, you lose the rhythm, and it's hard to recover from.
Yeah. And your brain the whole time as well is going, oh, this is not going as you want it to. This is not going as you want it to. And you're like, oh, no, get that out of your head. But again, he's got another run to come yet. Next ride is in.
R.E.A. Levinson doing almost losing it on the suicide no-hander. Double truck.
Yo, and gets the bars half cab back in as well. Yeah, Ariane. Love his style.
From the Pacific Northwest in the United States, doing it for his buddies back home. Shad Johnson of Goods, he's tuning in, watching his guy. And he's like, Aria's young. He's kind of a newcomer to professional BMX. Check that out right there. 270 into the Smith, 270 out. He's one of these kids that he can do a little bit of everything. You put him on the streets, he's good. You put him on the park, he's good. And we've lost a shoe. Turns into a yard sale.
But he used that really awkward transition on the end of the volcano. That thing is like it's sort of a bit of the part that gets kind of forgotten about. But when somebody hits that thing, it's so awkward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, solid second run. And now another man that his first run maybe was just a nerve settler, but he's going to come back in. The top's off, sun's out, guns out. Here he goes, Mr. Tom Russell. I think that would have settled the nerves on that first one. Now he's going to be, boost button.
The shirt is off.
Oh! No! Just slides out, goes down. He's going to pick the bike back up and try and make the best of business. But he does that like textbook every time in that pocket.
I know. I've watched him blast it more than enough times. Showing you that wall ride right there. For me, anytime I've taken off my shirt to ride, I automatically just fall onto my chest. So hopefully he didn't jinx himself there. But just, coming up short on a few things here. Maybe the nerves got to him. He didn't know he was going to be competing.
Oh, well done, Tommy. Got a lot of love for Tom. Spent quite a bit of time with the dude. Well done, Tom. I see Tom at all these events, and he was like, Seb, I hardly ever see you ride your bike. And then he turned up at Clissold a couple of weeks later, and I was there riding, and he was like, yes, finally. He was like texting all the boys. It was really good. All right, well done to Tommy boy.
Another guy that has gone skins right now. Kaz Campbell is dropping in, showing you that nice tabletop right there.
Yeah, that turned down transfer. Kaz again, another one of the riders has had to get called in. Oh no! Oh, he's got a smile on his face. The Monster Park sessions are eating up the riders at the moment.
And the second run, you're always like tired, and you're still trying to catch your breath from the first. So, like I said, I love to see it. The Fast Plant 360 on the Swatch wall, paying homage to guys like Mike Aiken who are here this weekend.
Well done, Kazzy, or Kaz Campbell, as he's now known.
We got some Trey Jones fans on our live stream right now. Really looking forward to his second run. The Florida boy.
Oh yeah.
Responsible for putting on Swamp Fest every year.
And that is a flavor of the old school.
If you're 18 and above, maybe check out Swamp Fest. But it's quite the time.
Now Trey just loves the most awkward lines and awkward sections of a park. His MO is going out there and finding things that aren't spots and riding them. Yo, there you go. That woke those people up. It's a little wall tap on the section where everybody's keeping their drinks. Yeah, Trey. We had a few Trey fans on the comments. Yeah, keep it going, Trey. Now we're getting stuck into the bowl. Classic Trey style.
That was cool. Just showed that nose bonk on the coping 360, and we saw him in the Plaza section do the tire slide to 360. Wants a little bit more from that front wheel.
Yeah, he gets it. Yeah, he'll be happy with that. There you go. Good opportunity as well to give a shout out to the man Fids. Obviously, we lost Fids to cancer, and he is hugely missed in the BMX community. But when you're a man like Fids, you never really leave the BMX community. He is always going to be with us. Now back in with a ride-in. Boyd, smile on face. There's never a smile far from this man's face. Like you said, one of the busiest men in BMX at the moment.
He's traveling, he's filming, he's competing, he's all over the place, and truly one of the best talents in BMX right now. I mean, nothing looks difficult for him. He can do everything. Check him out, bar spin into that curved wall.
And the lines he's getting, they're kind of lines we've not seen anybody else hit so far.
It's crazy that he pedals on that swatch wall like that, showing you that foot jam on the wall.
You can hear the crowd, you can see the crowd up there going wild. That gives you a little bit of perspective of how good this run is.
He got that toothpick to bar spin at the end of his run, similar to what he wanted on the first run, so good to see him clean it up a little bit. Rocket to no footer. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, boy. And we got another man in for run number 2. He's going to be Logan Martin. And I had it word in my ear from the director that Logan's going to be coming in with us, and we're going to have a little Logan Martin interview as well.
I'm going to get a little starstruck, I'm going to be honest. But yeah, I mean, he's the guy. Like, it's funny to hear a guy, Logan, talk about like thinking that he doesn't belong at a contest like this, but he is so fun to watch. Watch him on this spine right here, 360, big tuck no-hander.
He's definitely settled into this run a bit more. Oh my goodness! I didn't think he had enough in him then.
Yeah, that's such a shallow transition to come in on.
Yeah. Oh, Logan, where's the next line? This is now where it turns into a little bit of some lines coming in. He starts off in his kind of safety zone, hitting a few transitions straight up. Not that he's not doing big tricks, he's doing huge tricks. And then the second part of his run, he mixes up the lines a bit. So he's giving the judges really what they want.
Yo, flare, opposite tail whip, which I don't know if he has an opposite in a regular at this point because he's just so dialed with doing them both ways. But man, what a treat to have a guy like Logan Martin out here.
Well, as you've said, you know, and I've said a few times, that's what's beautiful about Swatch Battle of Hastings is it brings all forms of BMX from, you know, if you're a BMX rider, you're a BMX rider, straight up, and it's a big family. But there are kind of fractions within the sport, whether you're a trials, you know, rider, whether you're a flatland rider, you know. I mean, as a man who came from the trails himself, you know.
Yeah, whether you're an Olympian winning gold medals or whether you're just, you know, with a shovel in your hand building your own trails in the woods, like, it's a community.
It is a community.
And nothing, I don't think there's a contest out there that brings so many forms of riding together such as Swatch Battle of Hastings.
Exactly.
We have the best riders here, and you know, later on in the weekend we got Nora Cup. It's going to be coming up where we honor the year's best, and there's a lot of guys here that are going to win Nora Cups.
Oh,
and, ladies too.
Exactly.
We're here with Linda Grabner on it, and so a lot going on this weekend. Mr. Justin Dow is back in, showing you that truck driver 3-whip on the spine, kind of sticking with the same line that he's been doing in those first two runs.
Kept his safety on those two, but then there we go, bars into the big wall. Getting some lines as well, like you say, that's what the judges are kind of looking for too. Yeah, big wall ride, that thing. Super scary. Covers a lot of ground on that one as well. Whip into the big wall. Takes that awkward line again with the one-handed X.
That's quick in between that wall and that transition right there is barely a bike length. So, and usually with transitions like that, you kind of lose your knees a little bit.
Yeah, you do.
Get stuck sitting down.
Yeah, Justin, keep it going. Bars into the big wall. He's going to be finishing it off. Five no-hander. Yeah, Justin. So that was Justin's last run. Remember, each one of these riders getting 3 runs on the course, and is their highest 2 scoring runs they get combined. But I think he's going to be stoked with that. He'll be happy. He was certainly happy to be here. We were just talking there about the different forms of riding as well, and something new for Swatch Battle of Hastings this year. We've, of course, got a flatland this evening.
Oh, I forgot about the flatland. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I saw Matthias Dandois.
I was playing tennis with Matthias this morning. He was so hyped.
Humble brag right there, Seb. But looking forward to that this evening. We have some of the world's best flatlanders that are going to be kind of putting on a demo for all of us. It's going to be fun to watch, always. Jack Clark coming in for his 3rd run. Wants to make up for that 2nd run.
Oh, yeah. 3 whip to table. Spreads the wings on that one. He's settled in a little bit more on this one now.
Whoa. About to come out the back seat.
Curse of the commentator on that. We'd look back into the wall. Truck driver and in. Tucks up. Classic downside chink.
Got to hang out with Jack and his dad a little bit last night.
Oh, his dad's a big guy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a quiet night at the White Rock, so we were just kind of chilling out talking, but always interesting to get a father's perspective on what his son is able to do.
Yeah, Jack. And in. Yeah, he's going to wave that one off. That's Jack's 3rd and final entry onto the course. But don't forget, we do have Van's best trick as well.
Again, Jack Clark team currently sitting in that 1st place position overall, but we got a long road ahead, so anything can get shaken up on that leaderboard.
See Rob Hedrickk there again saying it's great to see UCI riders coming to real BMX events. Is Nyquist riding today? He is. Don't worry about that. I saw somebody else asking if Ike was riding today. No, Ike's unfortunately had a slam and he's sitting down and resting it out. But Aria's back in again, getting business done in the street section first. Always amazes me how comfortable some of these guys are riding the street section and then just coming and getting business done in the bowl section as well.
Yeah, Aria is a well-rounded bike rider. He can do it just a little bit of everything. That's an opposite 180 double bar right there. He always surprises me. There's things that I didn't know he could do, showing you there's that opposite downside tail up. But I mean, kids they just learn. They can just learn so quickly nowadays. And he's actually a really good racer too, believe it or not. Yes, he can race.
You can kind of tell that by he's not afraid of a bit of throttle action, opening up the throttle and going fast.
Just a young man with an old BMX soul.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, he rides older than his years. Yeah, hurry up. Solid. What else have we got on?
Tom Russell is going to be dropping in next. I know that Tom would like to make up for his last run because we saw him come out of the back seat, airing that big quarter, something we've seen him do 100 times, and it just, unfortunate for him, just kind of shot out the back.
Yeah, he normally does that little pocket air, like literally in his sleep. He'll be gutted. Does get a little bit slidey in there, especially when they've got so many people in there doing exactly that. That is so loud when you're riding in there. But it knocks and throws a bit of dust around as well.
Yeah, me and Seb are bunkered here below sea level, just kind of segregated off from all the action, but we do have a nice screen in front of us in which I feel like we kind of have front row seats to watch the action. But Tom Russell dropping back in for his third run. Bar spin up and over the rail. There's that flare.
Yeah, Tom, get a bit of business done down that end. Yo, turn down flip over something that really shouldn't be flipped. Yeah, Tom. Tom's got such a good style about him. Up and over.
In practice, he was hitting, into the smaller bowl. He was doing 360 bar spin to X up to turn down.
Oh, wow.
And I was hoping we'd get to see it in the competition. Don't want to call him out, of course, but it's a rad link.
Maybe we'll see that in the best trick, maybe.
Looking like he's over it.
Oh, Tommy, well done, Tommy. He got called in literally only last night. As Chris said earlier, we've had a few injuries, unfortunately, from yesterday's Swatch Best Trick Beach Jam that happened. Went down yesterday, and there was a few slams here and there. A few riders took it pretty hard. So shout out to all of those guys who were injured, and then another shout out to the guys who've had to step in last second.
Yeah, unfortunately, Corey Walsh is supposed to be riding for Team Jones right now, and he kind of pulled out with an injury, and he actually asked me if I would take his place, and I said, well, then you got to take your place in the commentary booth, and he's like, I'm good. So
I'm not going to do that.
And I'm thankful to not have to compete with these guys.
Kaz back in again, another one of those riders that's had to step in.
You said he's been spending a lot of time in Australia.
Yeah, he's literally at the end of Swatch Battle of Hastings last year. He left to go Australia, and he's been there. Ben Winters took him under his wing, been showing him the ropes in Australia, and he's come back half Australian, basically. When I saw him yesterday, I was like, how you doing, man? He's like, yeah, great, mate. How are you? I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, Kaz had to step in. Sam Jones took a real hard hit yesterday. Sam, if you're watching, you're tuned in. We hope you're doing well, bro. Oh! He went into that, but then kind of went into it, and it was like, oh, I'm not fully committed in this. Yeah, Kaz.
Oh, man. Maybe, I guess, maybe he's over it, but, that's one of those ones I wouldn't mind seeing someone locked down.
A lot of love there going out to the riders that are injured, for Sam and the other riders, like say Corey, and of course Ike Dooley, who took a real hard hit the other day. But now we go back to the man who's normally sitting in the booth with one of us two. It is, of course, Trey Jones. In he goes. He'll be finding the most awkward obstacle he possibly can. Look, straight in, transfers into that very awkward transition.
First one we've seen riding those tight transitions up there.
That's all he hunts out, is like the most awkward line, awkward transition, and then just makes something out of it. Yes!
Now, if you're not familiar, Trey, back at home in Florida, has a whole room like dedicated to BMX, and it's a lot of like mid-school BMX stuff. He's got old videos, old T-shirts, old trophies, other riders' jerseys. He has the coveted Corey Nastasio Huffy jersey from way back. So he's a big collector. He's a big fan of the mid-school, and one hell of a rider. Puts on Swamp Fest, so he's a bit of an icon in BMX, and we're just so happy to have him out here.
That's why when we had him in here, when I was with him last year before, I kept on introducing him as the BMX encyclopedia, because he kind of knows stuff that he just shouldn't know.
Yeah, for a guy his age, he knows so much about mid-school BMX. He can tell you about what place a rider got in what contest 20 years ago.
He can just pull it out. Oh, there you go. Starting getting a bit original straight out the gates. Boyd Hild is back in. Yes.
Oppo pegs to tail whip, nice and casual. Kind of sticking with this line where he like starts in this side of the course, does a few street hits, lets the judges know he can do a little bit of everything.
Oh yeah. That's super tricky, that line as well. He's making that look easy. Oh, gets the bars out of that. Hickey looks stoked. He's got a smile on his face. This time over. That just shouldn't be done. Now he opens up the throttle.
I love the way he pedals on the swatch wall.
I mean, some people give you, a red cross for pedaling in bowls, but if you're pedaling on the wall, that's fine.
Foot plant coming in, 360 coming in backwards. Just kind of, it always seems like he's just making it up as he goes.
So we've got a few people asking why Nyquist isn't riding. Don't worry, we've got heat 2 coming up. This is just heat number 1 at the moment, and then heat number 2. Nyquist is going to be in that, along with a whole host of other big names.
That's not just anybody asking why Ryan isn't riding. That's Jameson Nyquist. That's Ryan's son. Jameson, he'll be up in the next round. Don't you worry. And he's been absolutely shredding. I hope you got to see him yesterday on the beach, do the no-footed can-can bar spin, 540 double bar spin. You probably see it every day, but we were so happy to see it here yesterday. So stay patient, stay cool. Nyquist is coming up.
Yeah.
But for now, a guy that probably looked up to Ryan Nyquist a lot, Mr. Logan Martin, dropping in for his third run. Opposite big tail. I love watching him hit this spine right here. Boom! Wow, just the biggest upside down invert on that spine. It's like a combination of a 360, a backflip, and just inverting the bike. Oh, hey, why not throw those bars in there if you get a little stumble there, Logan. 3 bar spins up and in. Just always has something in his back pocket.
Yeah.
There's that tuck no-hander, and we've seen this line from him before. He'll drop back in, do that opposite way with that tuck no-hander. So the guys kind of sticking to their lines.
Yeah, that's kind of what he's programmed to do. You know, he does that kind of week in, week out. You know, whether it's the Olympics, whether it's X Games, wherever it might be, or Swatch Battle of Hastings. He's kind of that's his mode of riding, and he's stoked.
Gosh, I love that 360 invert.
Yes,
good. It's like a combination of a 360 and a back. He just arcs it out and just puts it on his shoulder, puts it on his back. Shout out to Table Lords. You know, they love to see it.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to them. So there we have it. Heat number 1. 3 runs from each rider. That went quick. Time flies when you're having fun.
That went really quick.
Time flies. Well, we're going to be coming in to us. Back to our beautiful faces. Not quite as exciting as the main room then, but I mean, that was epic. Heat number 1 done. Time flies when you're having fun. I was having a lot of fun through that, and that went super quick.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I mean, if I had to pick some guys out of that heat, you know, Boyd Hilder, Logan Martin, the Australians really stepping things up. That was wild to see. We saw Kaz Campbell, and we saw Tom Russell, guys that, you know, were just kind of like put into this competition without a lot of practice. Yep. So there was a lot going on in there, and that was, you know, super fun to watch. And we had a guy like Justin Dowell who had to set it off. It's never easy being the first one to drop in a contest. Yeah. So it's, you know, you really got to shake off those nerves, get the energy out. And ladies and gentlemen, we got Logan Martin coming in next.
Yeah, we are going to have Logan Martin coming in next. But before we do that, we're going to go to a very quick commercial break. Then we're going to let Logan get his breath back, and then we can ask him some questions. Why don't you fire some questions on the comments whilst we're watching this commercial break? We'll join you in a second.
You okay?
Ow, I hit the top.
Are you good?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta Ow. Is that close 911?
No, you're straight.
All right, I am joined here with Olympic gold medalist, X Games gold medalist, a guy that just was on the course, a couple seconds ago. He's joined us in the commentary booth, and he's super out of breath, so I'm trying to speak a little bit more to let him catch his breath. Now, Logan, you've done it all. I mean, you're still relatively young, but you've done it all, and you have the hardware to prove it. But this is your first time coming to Swatch Battle of Hastings. It's a core event. What does it mean for you to be here at a contest like this?
Yeah, obviously I've ridden a lot of different events over the years. First time in Hastings. First time at riding an event of like this with all different sections in a team, which is really cool. Stoked to be out here. Stoked to be on Kevin's team. We have a stacked team. Stoked to be hanging out with those guys. And just pumped to be out here. Mixing it with the different crew. It's really cool.
Yeah, now you had said before in the past that, I saw an interview with you this morning in which you said that, sometimes your style of riding kind of gets frowned upon by some of the hardcores. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that and what it's like to be kind of rubbing shoulders with guys you wouldn't see on the deck of like an X Games or an Olympics?
Yeah, I think for the most part, the core BMX riders, I don't know if they look down on it, but they just, you just hear things that they don't like, standing on the crank arm, mixing all different tail whips together, all different combos and things like that. And I'm hanging out with these, all these core BMX riders here, and it doesn't feel like that though, which is really cool. It just feels like I'm at a competition riding bikes with everyone, and we all share the same passion, which is really cool, and which is what I really like.
Yeah, I mean, I can say firsthand, I've ridden with you at enough jams, the ACT jam back in the day when I was like, you were going harder than just about anyone. And there's no cameras, there's nothing. So real deal right here, Logan Martin. And Seb, any questions?
Yeah, let's just take a look. What have we got here? So let me look at Ore family. Ask your favourite BMX trip or destination. Have you got a favourite BMX trip or destination? Is it the UK right now?
Well, I've definitely been on a lot of trips. One of my favourite, memories of a trip I did. I went over to Reunion Island, which is like the coast of South Africa, for like a feast event. Not a competition. I was there to judge it, like this amateur comp. But it was just a super cool experience, like super cool little island, and I got to witness a volcano erupt. I was there for 5 days or something, and while I was there, the volcano erupted. So we, went and did all that, and that's like a really big one that stands out to me. I think it's like super cool trip. It was back in 2015 maybe, but yeah, that was a super cool one.
Oh, sick. Well, we've got somebody else asking about locations as well. So Dublinski saying, when is Logan coming to Brazil? Any plans to go to Brazil, Logan?
I actually got hit up to go to Brazil for this previous competition that was on last weekend, and then I got hit up again to go in December. So I'm going to try and make the one happen in December. It's a little bit close to Christmas time, but it would be cool to go to Brazil. I've never been there. Definitely, want to go to Brazil. I know, there's a huge scene over there. They all love BMX, so I definitely want to try and get there in December.
Heard it here first.
I might wrap this up with a question. I mean, you're one of your peers, a guy that you compete with a lot, Mr. Kevin Peraza, gives you a call to be on his team for this event. What's that like, getting a call from Mr. Kevin Peraza to come to an event like this?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a no-brainer to say yes. You definitely can't turn down that. Kevin's, I've been riding with Kevin for 12, 13 years. We're good friends, and I definitely want to, be a part of his team. And we have a really good team. Boyd's one of my good mates as well, and courage kills it. So definitely couldn't turn that down, and definitely stoked to be out here.
To say that you have a really good team is perhaps the understatement of the day so far. So really looking forward to what's to come. Thank you so much for joining us in the commentary booth. Sorry that we pulled you right off the course in here. So thanks again. Looking forward to more.
Yeah, cheers, boss. You can go out there and relax now. Catch your breath back. Well done, dude.
Yes, sir. See you guys soon.
All right. All right, so there we go. Heat number 2. So we got the man in. Talks us through that. That was a good interview.
Oh, man.
He's like he's a professional.
Humble. Like
Super
you would never
humble.
know what all he's done. Just you talk to him and it's like, you're just talking to another BMXer.
But he loved getting your questions in then, so keep those rolling in. But for now, we've got Heat 2 coming up. So, Team Prangenberg, we got Paul Twollen. I mean, Paul was going, I would say, arguably one of the biggest yesterday at the Swatch Hedrickk Beach Jam, you know?
Huge 360s, and we saw Felix Prangenberg also riding the box jump.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You could tell he was definitely leaning on Paul a little bit for that. But we're going to see Felix really shining in our park session.
Oh, yeah, one of the best street riders out there for sure. And then we've got, obviously, Watts. We've got the legend, Ryan Nyquist. I mean, he was MVP for me yesterday, like 100%.
As a 44-year-old man myself,
Yeah,
to watch
me
a
too.
46-year-old man like Ryan Nyquist just rubbing shoulders with all the young guns and really giving them a run for his money. He did, classic Nyquist moves, and it was just so fun to watch him.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, we've got Godwin, Alex Donachie, Rim Nakamura, and then in Dove, Daniel Sandoval, and the man himself, Josh Dove. Is he going to be able to defend his title? Well, there's only one way to find out. It's the Monster Park session. Let's get stuck into it. Mr. Andy Zeiss, he's going to be keeping the crowd livened up. And we may even go to those guys a little bit later on. We'll have one of the questions coming in going, will we get to hear the atmosphere in the room? I think we're going to switch over to them during Best Trick maybe a little bit later on because we've got a Vans Best Trick coming up after this. So there's a lot of action, but it goes super quick. I get kind of gutted about how quickly it goes.
It goes
you know?
fast. It really does. It goes fast.
Maybe because we got used to the Plaza session that went on for quite some time.
Yeah. Mr. Paul Tolen coming in, showing you that big 270 onto the Swatch quarter. This is a guy I don't get to see enough, but always a big fan of Paul's. He's about 6'4", beast of a man, and just manhandles that bike, showing you that tuck no-hander.
Yeah, he's not a man who's scared to open up the throttle and get some height. In the words of Christian Stevenson, speed is your friend and you can't get hurt in the air.
Absolutely, showing you that bar spin right there. He's got a straight cable, no gyro. He's one of the few guys actually running brakes out here. So just unwinding with the bar spin right there, hand up to the crowd. Good first visit for Paul Tolen.
Again, you do that first one, and you think these riders don't get nervous. They are all super nervous when they're in there, and that is the Colosseum in there. Like usually when you ride big events, you have people like the crowd are kind of separated from you. Here, they're on top of you.
They're on top of you, and it's not just a random crowd. Like they didn't just paper the room. So much of this crowd, I would say at least 85% of the crowd is BMXers, a BMX educated crowd. They know what they're seeing. They have their favorites, the people they want to root for. So you have to keep that in mind. They know what they're seeing. Sometimes at an event, you've got people they just want to see a flip or something. But so many people here want to see a guy like Felix doing his thing, who's already on fire, showing you that fast plant opposite 360.
Oh my goodness! How does he sneak that in there? That turn down over that. Go on then, Felix, one of the best to do it at the moment. One of the biggest riders. Yeah, oh, did he run out of room? He did. Who put that wall there?
Now, Felix is a guy that when he was coming up, he looked up to guys like Mike Aiken, who traditionally don't ride like Felix, but like just a guy that so you see him do that nose bump to turn down. It's like, oh, he, kind of paying homage to the people that he looked up to as a kid. So I remember an interview with him and he's like, I was a big Mike Aiken fan. I said, really? You're one of the best street riders in the world. I never would have thought. But
and he said to me the other day, he was like, Mike Aiken's here. He's like, did you know Mike Aiken's here? I was like, I kind of knew, But solid first run for Team Prangenberg, of course.
Well, and one of the most requested on the live stream right now is a guy that's coming up right now, Mr. Ryan Nyquist, now living in Wilmington, North Carolina. No stranger to BMX competition of all kinds. He's got so much hardware. He's old enough to be a lot of guys in the competition's dad, but I tell you this with all sincerity, he is a guy that has not missed a beat with riding. He's still progressing. He rides all the time. He's got his backyard set up. We can't hear it from here, but that crowd better be getting loud for Mr. Ryan Nyquist. Yeah, we see it.
Here we go. Come on, man. Shout out to Jameson as well. Here we go. Come on, Nyquist. He didn't disappoint yesterday. You know he's not going to disappoint today. The bar's out of that as well. First person to hit that line.
Wall ride to bar spin into that Check him out. Double truck on that. Jumping into the shallow end. Hitting the spine right here. Big 360.
Dipped in, nose down, and a flare as well. Oh, classic suicide no-hander.
The bars are backwards. The bars are straight.
Yeah, Nyquist, keep it going. Good energy.
There's that 360 Sui no-hander.
Classic textbook Nyquist. Oh, yes.
The no-footed toothpick. Now, Ryan, man, he looks nervous. He honestly looks nervous.
He is nervous, though, and he was like, he got emotional yesterday after how well he rode on the Swatch Beach Jam best trick. He was genuinely emotional last night. He was like, I can't tell you how stoked I am to be here.
Yeah.
It really means a lot. Then Ryan Fudger there, giving him props as well.
So I've been talking to him a bunch. We spent a lot of time together while we've been here in the UK, and he was nervous about this bowl competition because you see the guys that have all the lines flying around, and Ryan doesn't ride here that much. He doesn't ride like classic bowl setups like this. He's a more traditional, box jump, quarter pipe, spine type of guy. So
he's similar to Logan, right? And Justin.
Exactly. So I think Ryan might be a little bit intimidated, but I mean, based on that first run right there, I mean, he's got nothing to be shy about. And
now, you talk about lines. Here's a man who knows a thing or two about lines. The throttle is open. Oh, yeah. And Watts is in the house.
Well, Watts actually built so much of this. Huge tabletop right there.
This is exactly the style of riding you're saying Nyquist is nervous about being confronted with.
And Watts himself, I've seen him take a few slams this weekend, and I saw him take a slam the first day of practice, and I didn't think he was going to be able to compete, but he came right back.
The man is made of chiseled from marble, though, so he's made of strong stuff. They make him strong down there.
And when the shirt goes up, you can kind of see some of that K-tape on his back, so he might be nursing a little bit of an injury.
Yo. Yeah, Jason. Oh, yes.
It's hard to do that transfer into the Swatch wall and make it look smooth. So many guys do it, and they land so abrupt. So it can really
stop, don't they?
It can really throw off your run if you're flowing.
Solid run. Love that. Okay, what have we got coming up next? Alex Donachie and Rim Nakamura. Team Godwin. So we've definitely got a more park style rider, more street style rider. But Donachie's he ain't afraid to hit the bowl either, though.
Yeah, not a guy we traditionally see in a bowl. So is he going to start most of his run on the rails, on the ledges, or is he just going to jump right into the bowl? It's going to be interesting to watch.
Loving the atmosphere in there. It's going to be good. Don't forget, we will be going over into the room a little bit later on when we've got the Van's Best Trick coming up. But keep your comments coming in because we're going to read some of them out. Keep them kind, keep them nice, keep the stoke high. That's what we're after in the comments. Yes! It's snaggled up on that one. Yeah, Donachie getting into business. Oh, yeah. One of the most technical riders.
Donachie's put out so many banger video parts this year. Probably one of the hardest working street riders that we have here at Battle of Hastings. I mean, he has been on the move, constantly filming, gathering footage, just a footage machine.
He is, yeah. Well, Nora Cup nominee as well, so we'll see on Sunday whether he comes out triumphant on that one.
He got my vote. I'm just going to say it right there. He got my vote.
Straight up saying it. That edit.
Jeez, pick one. It's nose wheelie to pegs, pulling back over, going in fakie.
Yeah, Donachie.
This is awesome because I think he struggled a little bit in the Plaza section.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting hyped out there, banging on that fiberglass, getting loud, and they're liking what they're seeing from Mr. Alex Donachie.
He's going to be stoked at that one. Again, he's another one of those riders, though. He gets super nervous before these competitions. I guess when you're a really core street rider as well, it's not that he's afraid of a big competition, but they're kind of at their best or at their calmest when they're on the streets and roaming. And big competitions doesn't turn its hand to street riding as well as it does for park riding, but that's exactly why we had the Plaza session, the SourceBMX Plaza sessions on the Thursday. Was that? Crikey, it seems like we've been here for so long.
Oh man, up next we got Rim Nakamura, kid from the land of the rising sun, all the way from Japan. He is a lot of fun to watch. He's gonna go to the moon.
Oh my goodness! Up in the rafters. Yeah, Rim. See, Rim is one of those park riders though that he's got the lines as well. He doesn't just have the big tricks; he pulls out the lines as well.
Always impressed at how high he can go on ramps, showing you that 360 tail up to bar spin. Really put on the beach session yesterday, flaring on the Swatch ball, landing higher than where he started. That opposite downside tail whip.
Yeah, Rim, what you can do to finish this off? Not long left, remember? Only 50 seconds on the clock when they start. Up over, gonna finish it off. Whoa, 3 tape.
Looking like he just ran out of steam a little bit towards the end of his
did,
run.
yeah.
But he did a lot, man. That first hit when he does that bar spin to tuck no-hander and he goes up into the rafters. For a little guy, he can really blast a quarter pipe.
I think he surprised the cameraman there as well. They were like, whoa, I don't know, he's gone up there. But solid runs from those boys so far. Remember, 3 runs, and it's their highest 2 scoring runs that count. Team Godwin all day we've got from Don Clark.
Well, up next we got Mr. Daniel Sandoval, originally from Riverside, California. Lived down in Arizona for a little bit. Now moved back to California and keep an eye on the bars, keep an eye on the downside tailwhips. He does a lot of the 360 downside tailwhips. The tailwhips go in both directions, so you got to really pay attention to what he is doing.
Yeah,
Nico, there's a tuck no-hander.
A rider that's not afraid to roast it as well and get up there. Yeah, big 3 whip over, settling the nerves in. Whoa, just gets a bit tangled up on that one. Setting up with a bit of speed.
The huge pocket right there. Didn't see that coming from Sandoval.
Oh. There's a bit of a Ruben Wallride about that as well, wasn't there,
Not something I expected at all, but that was so cool. There's that double tail whip.
Yeah, he's got a smile on his face. Even he found that a bit wild. When things go a little bit crazy like that and go a little bit squirrely, it kind of makes the run more fun, doesn't it? Yo!
I love when things aren't as polished. I love when things are a little bit more unpredictable and when guys get a little bit loose. Daniel, he's not really a guy that gets loose very often, but
he is a guy.
So to see that out of him, like I love it. It kind of makes you think of guys like like Brian Yeagle or like Rich Forn, guys that we have here that are just like unpredictable. They can go anywhere. So speaking of going anywhere, we got Mr. Josh Dove coming up. I mean, he's. What can you say about Josh Dove? I mean, this
4-time defending champion for one thing.
Man, this is gonna be fun. I've been watching practice, and this kid can do it all. Like he does this thing where he does like the seat bounce 360.
Oh, that is so good.
Into the shallow end, and
he's made that trick his own, really.
Yeah. No, this is a guy that's gonna get me a little bit tongue-tied just because he is so fun to watch, and man, it just.
And I said it before as well, his no-foot cams do remind me of yours as well, do I gotta say.
That's high praise.
For him or for you?
For me. If you're going to compare me to Josh Dove, I appreciate it.
But Dovey, yeah, I mean, he's the defending champion. We called it Battle of the Birds last year. It's Hawk v Dove getting to the final.
Oh, and the crowd is going absolute bananas right now. Check him out. On course, Josh Dove.
So much bike control, so much speed, just tire sliding at warp speed, alley-ooping in. Yeah. Oh my goodness. goodness.
That is so gnarly coming out of that bowl corner, 360ing into the shallow. Knack up and over the spine, cricket style. Oh.
Yeah.
He's a guy.
If it can.
It almost appeared as if he didn't have enough speed for that, but he got it done. There's that wall ride into the tight transition on top of the quarter pipe right there.
Oh my goodness, that looked huge. You can tell by the smiles on the faces. The nose bonk over and gets the praise it deserves. You can hear how loud that room is for Dovey.
And he's got so much more in the tank. Like, I think, I don't want to speak for him, but he looked a little nervous on that first drop in.
He kind of did, yeah. Well, I guess he's like, I got nothing to prove, but I got plenty to defend.
When you're the 4-time champ, people expect, perfection. So I think the crowd might have gotten to him a little bit, but I think he's got room to expand on that one for sure.
But again, that first run of 3, that just settles the nerves, doesn't it?
He doesn't even look tired. He's not even doesn't look like he's breathing heavy. He's just kind of like chilling up there.
That's called being young, Chris, which unfortunately for us. We're loving the comments coming through. Keep the live chat coming. We love how many of you are tuned in to the Swatch Battle of Hastings. Without you guys, it'd just be me and Chris chatting in a room, which actually would be very enjoyable for us, but you guys are making it extra enjoyable.
Paul Tolen is on course. Now he rides with that right foot forward, but he also spins into that foot, meaning he's a little bit goofy-footed.
Oh my God! You were kidding me! Do you know he's going to be smiling after that? He got away with murder right there.
When you miss that hand.
It looked like he grabbed the stem.
Oh man, that is like the worst feeling, but he somehow rode it out.
Oh my goodness, people are going to be hyped off of that. Like you say, when things go a little bit squirrely, when things go a little bit wrong and you can somehow make them right, it just makes the run even better.
Just grabbing for any part of those handlebars so he doesn't squirrel out and go down. But man, I've had that happen to me. It's not fun. Getting a hug from his fellow countryman, Andy Zeiss.
Yeah. I'll give you an idea of how tall this dude is. He is an absolute mountain.
All of those riders have experienced exactly what Paul Tolen just went through. When you miss that handlebar and you don't expect it, it is the worst feeling. You're just clutching at any part of the bars to get to, and a lot of times you don't make it. He somehow muscled it out.
He did, because it's rare you get away with that.
Yeah, usually it doesn't go so well.
Normally you end up with an armpit full of bar.
Or a jaw to the handlebars. Yeah.
Or a jaw full. Wow. Shout out to Victor, actually, from yesterday. On his celebration, bars managed to smack him in the face, and he's been getting that sewed up, and there's another step in. Oh, there's that.
Love the nose bonk, the turn down.
So good. How does he fit that in?
Bring that nose up to ice.
Yeah.
720. Coming in fakey on the 720. That's such a tight quarter, too. Check him out.
Oh! You're joking! Yes! Then truck down. Gets into the bowl as well. Why not? Come on. I'll show you. Got some bowl action, too. Oh! Up until that point, that was faultless.
Just spinning, coming in backwards, spinning 360 over the rail, into the bank, pulling it around. The people love that one. They love Felix Prangenberg. Always a pleasure to have him out here at the Swatch Battle of Hastings.
sourcebmx. Haven't seen a one-hander lander for a while. Big shout out as well to the nose bonk to turn down. I know, that is super sick on that as well. Now we have the legend, but not just the legend. I mean, he's a god in the sport. Ryan Nyquist.
Only at a contest like this can you go from Felix Prangenberg to a guy like Ryan Nyquist.
Oh!
Showing you the wall ride to Suey no-hander.
Yeah.
Check him out right here.
Oh my goodness.
The back trail. 360 bar to bar back.
Yeah,
a trick
bar back
that
again.
he himself invented back in his NorCal days.
Oh, cheeky little down whip on there as well. Bars over.
the uncharacteristic tail
Half
whip.
bar to half bar back. I love that. Yeah, switch grip.
Bringing out the classics.
You don't see
today.
those much these days. Yeah, Nyquist. Oh my God.
Using that big seat to all the advantages.
He's stoked. The nerves are settled now. Look at the smile on his face. Cole Volker there, giving him props. George Navuchian as well. Yeah, what a Nyquist. Hope you guys are enjoying watching Nyquist in this bowl as much as Chris and I are.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun, and it just keeps on going because we got Nyquist's teammate this weekend coming up, Mr. Jason Watts, a man that's responsible for building so much of this, the revised park.
Yeah, that's right.
He's, so obviously he knows the ins and outs of this park, maybe better than anybody. So he's got a lot of creative lines. He keeps the speed up.
Yeah.
He's battling a little bit of a bad back. As you can see, he's got that K-tape on the back when you see the shirt come up a little bit. But he's a guy, he can do a lot of the nose wheelie stuff too.
Yeah, we've not seen that from him, but to the hanger. Oh!
Casual downside whip to foot jam.
And then double peg table, takes his earlobe off with it as well. Come on. Oh! The roast is on.
Jeez, was that a tuck no-hander to foot jam? Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, he's finding the lines, he's getting tech.
Another guy that when he spins, you can't really tell what's his natural direction.
No, that's right, yeah. So you got finishing off. Oh! You are kidding me!
It's one thing to do that, but to do it first try in a competition at the end of your run when you're out of breath, like, geez, something special.
There you go.
Jason Watts.
Team Watts. Team Watts, Ryan Nyquist. Jason Watts. I mean, what on earth? That's what Swatch Battle of Hastings does.
And you know what? I've heard some rumors about what we're going to see from George from Greece. George
really?
Navushin for best tricks. So Team Watts, they have some skin in the game. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's only going to get bigger and better from here. So make sure you're staying tuned.
Plenty of love coming in. Yes, Watts. Watts is amazing.
Alex Donachie on course, the man responsible for so much BMX content. Just a killer in the streets right now.
Yeah.
He's up for Nora Cup Street Rider of the Year, Video of the Year. Look at this right here. It's that backwards manual into the wedge.
Also one of the most humble human beings you'll ever have the chance to meet. Yes.
Just linking things up on the street side.
Keep it going, Donachie. Oh, trying to get that into that backwards manny. Gets tangled up on the other rail. Solid run vote from Donachie. Yo!
360 manual to 360 in.
Up on the nose. Doesn't quite get it.
All right.
Has some fun with it anyway.
Homage to guys like Berenger with that one right now.
All right. There we go then.
Keep in mind, if you want to get involved, you want to drop some comments, go to hashtag BOHBMX. Get involved. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Get hyped for the riders. Say hi to your mom. All that stuff.
Look at that. You really got to appreciate this event. Doyle commentary, Nyquist riding, Logan an Olympian, top street riders. Such a great variety. That's exactly right. That is what
Speaking of variety, we got
does. Rims in now. There goes the roast. Oh, bars to tuck. Takes the long way over. Yeah, little T-bog. Oh, 2 bars in that one.
You got to keep your eye on his handlebars because he likes to throw them.
He's got a smile on his face. He's having fun out there. Big 3 whip over. Yeah, big alley. 1 foot can. just doing that on that bank, you got to have some oomph in you.
I like the flare on the bank because he lands higher than where he
Yeah,
started.
he
so
does.
it's like it gives him a little bit extra speed. There's that 360 downside tail whip.
Yeah, rim. Spreads the wings on it. Yo.
A good run from Mr. Rim Nakamura. He's another guy. He looks all too casual out there.
Yeah, he does. As I said to you earlier, we will be going to the commentary in the park as well a little bit later on when we get involved with the Van's Best Trip. That's going to be coming up. So we've got loads more action yet, even though we're in Heat 2. And we're on the last group for run number 2. Just tell you what, that room is going to be warm down there as well.
Getting a look at the crowd, some of the people hanging out, a lot of the industry folk involved. Mr. Markus Wirtka from Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Seeing Ryan Fudger getting in everyone's way out there. Grant Smith. So it's really interesting how the entire BMX industry descends upon Hastings for this weekend. So much going on, a lot of fun. Start putting some money aside and get here.
Sandoval's in, spreads the wings, right in the corner. And up and over, big 3 whip, straight down.
Is he going to do that pocket again? That was really cool.
I hope so. Give the people what they want. This is the way he sailed for it last time, and he's got the speed. Oh, and he slid out on that one.
Love to see it from Daniel Sandoval.
Yeah, Sandoval. He's having fun in there. He's loving it.
If you could see the park that he grew up riding at in Riverside, California, you would never know that a rider with so much talent could come out of a park like that.
Yesterday, yeah.
It's just unreal, just the natural talent that he has, and of course he puts in his hard work too. But I mean, just an absolute stunner on the bike.
But all the young BMXers out there that think that their local park isn't up to scratch, or think their park is rubbish. Like you say, Sandoval grew up in what you would say is like a park that is just not worth visiting.
Yeah, I rode his local park that he grew up at, and someone was like, "Oh yeah, Sandoval, like this is where he started." I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!
How is he that good?
Just how is a guy that talented come out of this park?" But you work with what you got. So
you do. And he's done all right for himself.
He's done all right. And speaking of doing all right, we got Mr. Josh Dove in.
Oh, classic Dovey.
Can tire grab. There's the seat bounce 360 one-handed flatty. Geez, the only one of those you'll see all weekend long.
Yeah, he owns that trick.
And for Dove, I thought his first run was a little bit mellow, but this is more classic Dove. Check him out. There's that line. Only guy we see doing that line. Coming out of that bowl corner is steep, too.
Oh, that big up can.
He's not a tall guy, but when he does no-footed can-cans, it's like his legs grow an extra 3 feet. Just puts his whole body into that no-footed
and he's
can-can.
called it. So good. I mean, lines they were not seeing anybody else do.
Just that seat bounce 360 one-handed flatty is just, I don't understand. I don't understand how it works.
No, I can't contemplate how you even go about. And when do you even think, oh, I'll give that a go?
If you're gonna sit on my seat and do this 360, it's the wildest thing, especially when you see it in person and you don't expect to see it. You're like, wow, it kind of takes your breath away a little bit.
Right, so everybody's done now. 2 runs, only 1 run left. 3 runs. As I keep reminding you, just in case you're just joining us, welcome in. Swatch Battle of Hastings 2025. So each one of these riders, 3 runs on the course. The top 2 scoring runs are the ones that count. And this is Paul Tolan's 3rd and final run, the Man Mountain.
Keep your hand on the handlebars this time, Paul.
Oh, yeah. Hot grip.
There we go. Oh, classic. Seat grab, one-footed table into the swatch wall.
Yeah, gets boost over that. Boost again, nice table. Yo! Oh, danger!
Jumping back into the volcano. Got caught by the squirrels a little bit right there. Had to go in a little bit flat. Keeping things fun. Big smile on his face. Always a pleasure to see Paul Tolin.
Oh, yeah.
Been watching him ride for a long time. Simple Sessions, Battle of Hastings.
Yeah, Paul. Smile on face. I think he's going to be happy with that one. Getting some props from Nyquist. It's funny as well, because some of these, some of the younger riders wouldn't have imagined they would be on the same sheet as Ryan Nyquist.
I know.
Yeah. He'd have influenced and inspired so many of the younger riders coming through. And some of them here today would never have thought in a million years I'm going to be on the same riding rostrum as Nyquist. Felix back in again, the street machine.
Love this.
Quite simply a machine.
It looked like he was trying to hit that front peg there when he 360'd over the rail going backwards.
Yeah.
And you saw him kind of shake his head a little bit there, but I mean it's still it's a pull is a pull, right? 360 tuck no hander coming in fakie. Showing he's got the transition tricks too. They're big toboggan, I think, because I couldn't really see from the angle there, but just an absolute madman.
Yeah. Oh, Felix just got tangled up on that one. Oh, a bit of flatland. Watch out, Matthias. Yeah. Solid third and final run then from Paul and Felix of Team Prangenberg, of course. Now the man we were just talking about, he's going to be in next. Mr. Nyquist.
Now, Nyquist, believe it or not, when he was kind of coming up through the contest world, I mean, he was winning a lot of contests. He was, kind of known as a mainly contest rider, and he kind of had to earn his respect amongst the hardcores. When things in BMX were a lot more strict, when people had their opinions and they stuck to them, Nyquist had to earn his respect amongst the core audience, and he's done just that. Everyone loves to have Ryan Nyquist on deck as a part of this contest. Showing that. Oh no!
Oh no! He's got a double thumbs up, so he's all right. Oh, he's got a smile on face.
What happened there? It's as if maybe got a little caught up, maybe caught the edge of the volcano there.
He did, just at the edge of the bottom of the transition. But I think it's because he was going to do a bars into that or out of that wall ride, and he kind of didn't. And I think he sort of.
We just saw Nyquist do suicide no-hander, and Jason Watts hit his bars around in a bar spin, getting love from his teammate this weekend, Mr. Cole Volker.
So you said there, the same way in which Logan was in here explaining how he kind of feels like he needed to kind of prove himself to this core community. Like you said, Nyquist knows exactly what that's about, because he had to do that.
Believe it or not, things in the world in the world of BMX were once not so friendly. You had a big divide between a lot of the disciplines and the contest riders, so you didn't oftentimes see a lot of intermingling going on, and people had their opinions. It was, before the internet, people writing letters into magazines, and a lot of hate going on in the world. So Nyquist kind of had to battle through that. I pay a lot of homage to guys like Steve Crandall, who would bring him on an FBM trip. Be like, this guy's a BMXer, he's coming on a trip with us. So it gave him a lot of notoriety amongst the hardcore audience. And enough. I'll stop rambling. We got Mr. Jason Watts dropping into the bowl.
Oh, he's up there.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Going higher and farther and faster than just about anyone we've seen so far.
Yeah. Getting the lines in now as well. Took a different approach into the course. Oh, yeah.
Wow, just muscling that around.
Yeah, Jason. Up and over. Slowing things down a little bit now. Started warp speed. Oh, decade round. We're going to get this G again. Oh, he's going to call it. Well done, Jason. Like you said, he took a hard slam the other day and he's got his back all taped up, strapped up, trying to keep it all together.
Yeah, Jason's always so fun to watch. He's fun to hang out with. He's just always a good time no matter where you are. And I love the team that he picked for this. George from Greece, Cole Volker, Ryan Nyquist, of course, who we just saw.
What spinning the bars was legendary. So keep the comments coming in. If we ever go silent, it's because we're like reading the comments, just like, oh yeah, these are all good. So keep the comments coming in. We'll give you shout outs every so often. Remember, we're going to get riders in, do questions, so that we'll let you know what riders coming in, and you can put your questions on the comments and we'll throw them to the riders. Donachie back in now, getting business done again though. Yeah, nose up into that crook. Yeah,
I'd love to see that right there. Bar to disaster.
Yeah. How does he get that over?
Ooh, the tire ride to bar out. Taking a little bit of a gamble there.
Here we go. Oh! You can see the crowd.
That was
hyped for that.
Such a cool line. Is he going to give it another go? Showing you that 360 manual, 360 in.
And 360 out. There you go, Donachie done. His teammate stepping up next, Rin Nakamura, third and final run on the course. Then we've got Sandoval and Josh Dove after that. Haven't heard what rider's going to be coming in. I've got a feeling it might be Nyquist.
You think?
I think it might be Nyquist.
I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Once that door opens, we got to come up with some questions.
We got to say, yeah. Where goes Rim then? The crowd getting hyped into it. Is he going to get boosted in that pocket again? It looks like he is. Oh, goes for the bar, but doesn't quite get the tuck no hander. Yeah, Rim. Oh, flip bar to tuck no hander. Super late.
They use that jump into the shallow end like it's a box jump. But
it is not.
It is hard to land in such a shallow transition like that. Love the flare on the swatch wall.
Like you said, he takes off below the swatch and then ends up above the swatch side.
It gives him a lot of speed, too, to get into that bowl corner and keep the run flowing. There's that 360 downside tail up.
Yeah, Rim, keep it going. Flare to finish it off, smile on face. Yeah, he's going to be stoked with that. Well done, Rim. Another job well done. So remember, I'm pretty sure we're going to get Nyquist in to our little room after this. Heat 2 is finished. So if you've got any questions that you want to put towards Nyquist, BMX legend, get them up on the comments and we'll do our best to pull some of those out. Yeah. Somebody looking forward to the best trick. Don't forget Van's best trick coming up very soon.
Oh, we're all looking forward to the best trick.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm hearing rumors. I don't want to repeat them, but man, there's some things getting called out, and it's going to be fun to watch.
I had a couple.
Speaking of fun to watch, we got Mr. Daniel Sandoval dropping in for his third run. What's he got on the spine? Showing you that big 360 tail up over that spine, which the spine isn't traditional in that, like, you don't take off and land in the same transition. It's very cool. He's showing that huge pocket.
So good. Yeah, Daniel is in the flow. Takes a different line into it this time.
Oh, this is a cool line he's got.
Yeah, I like
here.
that. Slow bars. Big wall ride. That thing is huge.
These third runs, you got to be getting tired by now. These guys all get gassed
flat.
pretty easy. 360 down whip on the spine, flare. Like, this stuff is easy for him. Like, those type of tricks, like, he can just kind of do at the end of your run, do when you're out of breath. It's just like second nature to these guys.
Yeah, well done, Sandoval. Having a good time. What else have we got on here? Watching the comments coming through. What's the secret to keep riding so well for so long? I don't know, but if anybody ever finds out, let me know. Dedication and practice, taking care of yourself and having fun. Having fun is the thing that's the most important. I say that when I'm always emceeing at these different places. And I do a lot of the youngster events as well. And I'm like, if you're having fun on your bike, you don't need much else. That's it. That's what we all do it for.
If you lose the smile, you might as well just lose the bike.
Exactly.
You gotta enjoy what you're doing, and try to stay consistent on your bike. Just sometimes life gets in the way. You only have like once every 2 weeks to ride, but as long as you go out for a pedal, you can do it. You can have some longevity.
Yeah, Dovey's back in. Do not adjust your sets. It is Dovey hour. Oh my goodness.
That topside no-footed can onto the Swatch wall,
they look so good.
Like I said, it looks like he grows 3 feet.
It does, yeah.
His legs go out so far. He puts his whole body into it.
Go gadget legs. Yeah, Dovey. So high.
And I might be wrong about this, but I think Team Dove was a little bit out of the finals when we last checked. Oh! Front flip out of nowhere.
First one we've seen doing that today. There's a lot of riders that are capable of doing a front flip, but nobody wanted to do it over that, that's for sure.
He's that dude. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, yesterday he double backflipped the box. Where does that come from? And then, he does the front flip into the shallow end. It's just, he always leaves you with something. You always feel something when you watch Josh Dove ride.
Wow, I think, as you can tell by the atmosphere in there, you can see everybody clapping, shouting, cheering. Absolutely epic. So we're going to get you back in with us. There we go. Whoa, I was looking at the TV then, now I'm looking at you guys again. Thanks for joining us again. Again, I hope you enjoyed it as much as what we did. We were my voice is getting worse and worse by the second, literally. Oh, and here he is. He's just stepped in with us as well.
Perhaps the most requested man of Heat 2 is here in the bunker with me and Seb. Let's get him in here right now. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Minute. Where's he going? Where's he going?
Is you're on TV? Am I on the interweb?
Right.
Oh, I got a chair.
There you go. You sit yourself down. Make yourself comfortable. Right, now, before we get stuck into this interview, we're going to give you guys a chance to get some comments up and ask some questions to the man, the myth, the legend, that is Mr. Ryan Nyquist. So we're going to have a short commercial break, get your questions in on the comments, and we'll see you back here in a second. Nyquist, make yourself comfortable. All right, welcome back. Thanks for joining us once again. We're seeing the comments coming in with a few questions for Mr. Nyquist. But Nyquist, I just want to know, did you have fun out there? You look like you're having fun.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I'm competing, there's pressure that I put on myself. So there's always that bit of nerves before you drop in. And I've always said, if I one day show up to a contest and I don't have those nerves, I should probably hang it up because that means I probably don't care and I shouldn't be out there riding. But the nerves were there, the butterflies were there, and I wanted to kind of make our team proud. We're in that bubble spot, so we need to have a good showing in order to kind of keep our standing and hopefully make the finals.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people hoping that you guys are going to make the finals. And we were saying earlier as well, we gave you like MVP for yesterday. And like when we spoke to you in the evening, you seemed pretty emotional about yesterday.
Yeah, it was very emotional. It was, I mean, to be brutally honest, like the bowl is always fun to be in there and watching people. And I mean, people are shredding it, but it's not my 100% cup of tea. Like my everything was last night, like my finals, my everything, and like just to have that kind of showing. And that 720 Suicide was one for me that had lived in the foam pit for like almost a decade, and I never tried it and never took it on resi, and then was just like, I don't know, when you have that like setting and that energy and things feel good, it was like, okay, like popped in my head, and I was like, whenever something pops in your head like that, it's like happens for a reason. So I just,
the feeling is there. It's there for a reason.
and I've come to learn that when that happens, I have to trust myself, and so I did, and it worked first try, and that was like just incredible. And then to be able to finish the contest with no for the can bar, like Doyle and I had a deep and meaningful conversation last night, and I just told him, I was like, I don't know how many more of these moments will happen for me, but like it's very special for me, you know. So I was really in my feels last night.
Oh man, well I hope you guys are feeling the love from that, because I certainly am. I was tearing up a little bit there.
I'm not crying, it's allergies or something.
Well, you're talking to two guys here that are younger than you, that are now we're in the commentary booth, and I mean we've competed a lot together, and to see you out there, you know, especially you said that was your final, that was your thing, being on the beach yesterday, the jump box, the quarter pipe, and I've even said that you're more of a traditional guy, the box jump, spine, quarter pipe, but to see you in the bowl holding your own, you had some good lines, and I know that you were nervous when you were coming into the competition, but what does it take to like shake off those nerves? Is it like you get those first few hits down, or what?
Really, it's that first run for me. Is if I can get the first run down, the nerves go away. I have an idea, it works. A lot of times you're even wondering about the time you have left in the run. So get that first run in, it's good. I didn't know I was having to like pull my own weight. I thought like they were gonna just count two of the best runs out of both teammates, and I was just banking on watts. I even told him, I was like, I'm sorry your back hurts because you're gonna have to carry me through this. But I felt like I pulled my weight out there. I got a couple runs in, and then I even did a tail up, which was like.
I even did a tail whip, he says.
A tail whip. Yeah, that's a rare one. So if you guys keep that close to your hearts right there, because there may not be another one.
Oh, I like the teamwork, the Suey no-hander, and then Watts spun your bars.
The buddy bar.
Creativity goes a
buddy
long
bar
way
spin,
at this.
Yeah, teamworks make the dream work.
Buddy bar spin? Is that
That's
what
the buddy bar
called?
spin,
Okay,
yeah. You got to have a buddy to hit the bars.
Well, Nyquist, it's been a pleasure to have you in with us. It's been a pleasure to see you ride this weekend. I didn't think I was ever going to see it again in the flesh like that at a competition, if I'm honest. And we are stoked. But thanks for your comments as well during this session. We really appreciate it. I didn't see many questions coming in there, so next time let's get some more questions coming in. But don't forget, we've got Van's Best Trick coming up very soon. That is going to be at UK time 6 p.m, Euro time 7 p.m, USA time 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So do not miss it. Make sure you're tuned back in. Nyquist, do you want to tell the people how much fun you've had at Source Battle of Hastings?
Like,
there you have it, folks. Make sure you're back later.
Can I...
Could you just go next door and say, are we just going into best trick? Oh, it must be best trick. There's not more heats. Yeah, because it's 20 to 6, yeah.